Guys, it's Erica the Stylist, and today I wanted to come to you with a quick video on a meal that's very easy and simple to make for someone who doesn't really cook in the kitchen often. I have been experimenting with some different items and I came up with this easy casserole. Here it goes. So first I'm just going to show you guys all the ingredients that I put in. In the beginning of the video, I'll have a list of everything that I used. Now, when you get to the seasonings, you can kind of put whatever you want on this part because this is just for the chicken. And these are just the items or the seasonings that I like to use on my chicken. First, we're going to start off with just dumping all the rotisserie chicken into a big bowl, a large mixing bowl. I don't really like a lot of meat in my dish, so I didn't use the whole rotisserie chicken. Then we're going to add our parsley. That's what I like. It makes it just taste so fresh. And a little bit of paprika, which I didn't know I didn't have any more in there. A little garlic powder. Some Italian mix or seasoning. I like to cook without a lot of salt, so that's sodium free. Lemon pepper, of course, I use a lot of that. And then I just mix it all up. Next, I'm going to add in the rice. This is just a cup of jasmine rice, and I like to say a heaping cup, because I usually just get like a cup and then I'll grab a little bit more. I guess you can call this like al dente, so it's not completely all the way cooked. It's like right before it's done is when I take it out, so it's a little gummy right now. I just mix it in real good with that chicken. I like to mix everything in on its own instead of just dumping all the ingredients in there and then mixing it all up. I feel like you get the taste and the seasonings all mixed around evenly when you add everything in one by one. Next, I'm just going to add the broccoli in, and these large florets of broccoli will kind of like break up as you continue to mix it up. After that, I like to put in the 2 cans of cream of chicken with herbs, and then I use a half of can of the cream of broccoli, and these cans were rinsed off before I used them. This is so easy. When I tell people like, oh, I made a casserole and it was so good, they're like, casserole? Black people don't eat casserole? And I'm like, well, we do, and this thing is really, really good. It's so easy. Like, my family loves it. I asked my husband what did he want to eat for Super Bowl Sunday, and this is what he requested. Now I'm just going to mix everything in really good. I like to fold it in from the bottom just so I can make sure I get all those ingredients from the bottom into everything. It's starting to take shape. And when I say take shape, I just mean that it's looking like what I want it to look like. Starting to be evenly mixed about. Just keep stirring. Don't try to finesse it. Just go in there. Don't be cute. Just, mix it all up. You want that broccoli to kind of break up and, all those seasonings to mix in there really well. Look at my cameraman. Next, I'm going to put a handful of, I like to use the Mexican style cheese in there. It just gives it a nice creamy taste, and I don't know, cheese makes everything better. Depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I'll add a little Parmesan cheese in there, but that adds a little bit of a bite to it. So, just trust your own judgment and, your own taste buds. I didn't use it in this particular dish. Alright, it's all finished. I'm getting ready to put it into my pan, and then we're going to make the crust. I like to kind of smooth it all in. It's not going to be a very thick dish, but it's hearty enough because of all the ingredients in it. And then if you add more chicken, that'll just make it, a lot more filling. So now I'm getting ready to take my Ziploc bag and my roll of Ritz light butter crackers, and then I'm going to add my Italian breadcrumbs. Now, I don't usually measure this. I just kind of eyeball it. I just put enough in there to when I feel like, it's enough. You can't go wrong with this. The more, the better. I personally like to throw a teaspoon? Yeah, a teaspoon of sugar in there because the crackers are a little salty and the Italian breadcrumbs are salty, so it kind of like cuts it. It makes it taste so good. That is totally optional. It just tastes really, really good when you do it though. Then I mix it all up, and I'm gonna take it over to the skillet with a little bit of butter, and I kind of want it to resemble like a wet look, kind of like graham cracker crust when you make cheesecake. Let that butter melt a little bit, drop it in there, and then keep on mixing it together. You're probably gonna have to add a little more butter, but I probably use about a half a stick when it's all said and done. A little butter ain't hurt nobody. But you can tell the difference. It was really light before, and now it's like a nice brown. I just literally pour it all across the top. I set my oven to 350, and then I put it in and I bake it for about 35 minutes. There it is in the oven. So at this point, you can just, set the table, but there it is. It's nice and golden brown. And we're gonna cut the first piece. It's such a delicious meal, you guys. It's super filling, and it's not extra like heavy food, greasy food. Don't worry about like if some of the crust falls off. It's kind of good to have some of that left over, because then you can pick some up with every bite. My kids love it. My husband loves it. Bon appetit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will be making weekly videos. I'm not sure if I can make multiple videos during the week, but I will try to make a video every week. I'm really enjoying making YouTube videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying to watch. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh yeah, also let me know in the comments if you decide to make this meal, how it tastes, and what you did differently if you did do it. Thank you. Bye bye.